Alright everybody, welcome back. Wanted to do a quick update on our WEBULL play and kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about as this thing unfolds. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the chart. Alright, so remember we had all these bars here going up to about 60 and 69. Alright, so I've since moved them out of the way, and let me move this one out of the way as well. Alright, now this is a 4-hour chart, and these are 4-hour bars of trading. Okay, now we had our initial push up from around 11 bucks or so. Actually, I was a little off here. This probably should be a little bit lower, but we're gonna leave it where it's at for now. Okay, so it kind of took off from around $11 or so. 1082 is what it says here. So let's say about 1082 we took off, pushed up to about 1280, and then we're kind of sitting around in this little zone in here currently. Alright, now pre-market on July 2nd, it's showing that it's starting to pull back again, back down into this area here, which is right about $12.44. Okay, I never did get my. I was trying to get another fill in of about 100 shares or more, and I couldn't get my fill over here at $12. So maybe I'm gonna get that chance to get that pullback down into here and get that fill, but most likely the way this thing is staying above this 1244 area, I'm probably not gonna get it. We may sit here and then take off and go higher, but we'll see how it plays out today and into tomorrow. And then of course we're watching fireworks on Friday, so so we're kind of hoping we'll if we do get some pullback today, we can load up and then push it into Thursday, push higher, and then cross our fingers that we don't have any bad news over the weekend, over the holiday weekend, over 4th of July, and that will affect the market. The market seems pretty resilient up till now. Everything's been pushing higher. Alright, so we got our initial push up. We got a little bit of a push higher into some resistance at about $13 or so. Alright, now we're starting to get a little bit of pullback in the pre-market. Maybe we're going to load up around $12.50 and then retest that $13 area. I'd like to maybe get some more. I couldn't get my fill in again, like I said. I couldn't get filled at around 12, so maybe I'll pick up some more at around 12.50, or depending on where we pull back and look like where we decide to find a support area. And currently it's starting to look like it might be at around $12.40 or so. Okay, so I might pick up some more at $12.40, but I don't really want to mess up my dollar cost average, if you know what I mean. I like to be sure that we're going to get a pull back into an area and then take off. So I'm not going to just put an order to buy in an area and hope that that's what's going to happen, that what I want to happen is going to happen. That's not always the case. Okay, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it and seeing where it pulls back and seeing where it finds some support, and where it appears that it's going to turn and head back up. So we have to be careful with especially when we're in a trade already, and we don't really want to mess up our dollar cost average. So this is when you kind of, okay, maybe I'll take a little bit off and add it back down in here somewhere, or if you got the funds, add it back down in here somewhere when you know you got a healthy pullback. But it seems to be staying up in this, top part of this trade, which is what really is looking good about this particular trade. Alright, it's not like it just went up and it sold off. Okay, these are 4-hour bars, so there's definitely some stuff going on in here. Alright, so keep an eye on that as you start to add. We got this $200 simple moving average, right, coming down here, and which seems to be acting as support on the 4-hour bars. Okay, so $12.11 is where it looks like it wants to continue to protect us. So if we do get a pullback in here, maybe might get that order filled at 12.20 or so, 12.15 or so down in here. Alright, because we got this double pin bar right here that said, hey, we're loading up in this area. Alright, so I may, if I see it come back down in here, I might load up in it, and then if it goes worse or goes further south on me, my exit plan is about $11.60. If I do buy more, if not, then this bar here is my exit plan at the bottom of this bar. So that's my plan on this particular trade. And of course, if we do get this to finally do what it's supposed to do, alright, I believe that it should be here. Alright, and then our next stop should be about $13.80 if we get the same kind of bar we got here. Alright, that's not necessarily the case, but we'll see. I'd like to at least see 4 bars like that come in, and then maybe the 5th might be half of that. Alright, so that's all I got for now. I hope it makes a little bit of sense to you, but definitely in this area down here somewhere around 12.25 could be our buy zone to push it to the next level. Alright, but yeah, keep an eye on what's happening with it. And of course, like I said, today is July 2nd, which is Wednesday. So we got, after today is one more day of trading, and then we have the 3-day weekend, which I'm looking forward to. Planning on going to the rodeo, maybe have a little barbecue, maybe do a little something. We'll see what happens with that. The rodeo is always fun. So, but definitely, everybody, you guys should all get out and enjoy the weekend, 3-day weekend coming up. So get out and enjoy the family, friends, and be careful out there. This market's crazy.